The wait is finally over. After nearly a decade of silence in the acting world, Kim Taehyung has stepped back into the spotlight, not as a global pop icon, but as an actor once again. And this time, he isn't just returning, he's redefining what a comeback looks like. For years, fans of BTS have witnessed Kim Taehyung dominate the global music industry. From sold-out stadium tours to record-breaking albums, Taehyung has proven himself as one of the most influential artists of his generation. But behind the global fame and musical success, there was always one question lingering in the minds of fans. Will Taehyung ever return to acting? That question has now been answered. In April 2026, it was officially confirmed that Taehyung would make his long-awaited acting comeback through a project titled That Night Our Decaf. The announcement spread like wildfire, instantly dominating headlines and social media platforms worldwide. This wasn't just another celebrity update, it was a moment years in the making. Before becoming a global superstar, Taehyung took his first steps into acting in 2016 through the historical drama Hwarang. Though his role was not the lead, his performance left a lasting impression. Audiences noticed something unique: a natural emotional depth, a quiet but powerful screen presence, an ability to express vulnerability without words. Critics and viewers alike saw potential, real potential. However, as BTS skyrocketed to international fame, Taehyung's acting journey was placed on hold. Music became the priority, and the world watched as he evolved into a global icon. Still, the memory of actor Taehyung never faded. Taehyung's return to acting in 2026 is not random, it's strategic. Following a new era for BTS after military service, each member has begun exploring individual paths while maintaining group identity. For Taehyung, acting was always part of that path. Industry insiders suggest several reasons behind the timing: a matured artistic identity, greater creative control, a desire to explore storytelling beyond music. This comeback is not about testing the waters, it's about stepping in with purpose. At first glance, That Night Our Decaf may sound like a simple branded collaboration, but early reports reveal something far more ambitious. This is not just an advertisement, it is a cinematic short film. The project blends narrative storytelling, film-level cinematography, emotional character atmosphere of a cafe and late-night encounters. The story is said to revolve around themes of memory, missed connections, silent emotions. In many ways, it reflects Taehyung's own artistic style: subtle, poetic, and deeply introspective. When the first teaser images were released, the reaction was immediate. Taehyung appeared in a soft, understated look, natural styling, gentle expressions, a nostalgic, almost dreamlike aura. Within hours, hashtags trended worldwide. Fan edits, social media outlets began publishing analysis pieces. Many fans were struck by how effortlessly he transitioned back into an acting role, as if no time had passed at all. What sets Taehyung apart as an actor is not loud expressions or dramatic gestures, it's restraint. In the teaser alone, viewers noted the way his eyes conveyed emotion, the pauses between movements, the quiet in stillness. This style aligns perfectly with modern cinematic trends, where subtlety often speaks louder than dialogue. Experts believe this could be Taehyung's strongest advantage in the acting world. For longtime fans, this moment is deeply emotional. Many have waited nearly 10 years to see Taehyung return to acting. Online reactions include, "We've been waiting for actor Taehyung forever. This feels like a dream finally coming true. He never lost his spark." The comeback is not just exciting, it's validating. It confirms that Taehyung has not abandoned this part of himself. Instead, he has chosen the right moment to return. Taehyung's acting comeback marks a turning point. He is no longer just a singer, a performer, a global icon. He is now stepping into the role of a multidimensional artist. This transition opens up new opportunities: lead roles in K-dramas, international film projects, collaborations with acclaimed directors. This could redefine his career entirely. With Taehyung's global influence, expectations are enormous. Analysts predict massive viewership upon release, strong international engagement, increased demand for future acting roles. However, expectations also come with pressure. This project will likely set the tone for how the industry views Taehyung as an actor moving forward. As the release of That Night Our Decaf approaches, one question remains: is this just the beginning? If the project succeeds, and all signs suggest it will, Taehyung could quickly become one of the most sought-after actor idols in the industry. But beyond success, this comeback represents something deeper: growth, evolution, courage to return to a forgotten path. The moment the official announcement was released, the entertainment world seemed to pause. Headlines began appearing one after another, each carrying the same shocking message: Kim Taehyung is officially returning to acting. For many, this was not simply another celebrity update. It was the revival of a long-awaited chapter that fans had kept alive in their hearts for years. Across social media, the phrase "actor Taehyung is back" quickly became one of the most discussed topics worldwide. Fans from different countries shared old clips from Hwarang, comparing them with the newly released teaser images from That Night Are Decaf. The difference was striking. Back then, Taehyung had the fresh, youthful charm of a rookie actor, bright-eyed, expressive, and full of raw potential. Now in 2026, he returned with something more. He returned with presence. There was a maturity in his expression, a calmness in the way he carried himself, and an emotional depth that immediately caught everyone's attention. This was no longer a young idol trying acting for the first time. This was an artist returning with intention. A teaser that said everything without words. What made the teaser so powerful was its simplicity. No loud background music, no dramatic dialogue, no exaggerated cinematic effects. Instead, the screen opened with a dimly lit evening setting. A quiet cafe, soft warm lights reflected on the glass windows. The rain outside created a delicate atmosphere, as if time itself had slowed down. Then Taehyung appeared. He sat alone by the window, dressed in a simple dark coat, a cup of decaf coffee resting in front of him. For several seconds, he said nothing. And yet, that silence spoke louder than any line of dialogue. His eyes looked distant, as if carrying memories from a night he could never forget. The camera slowly moved closer, capturing the subtle shift in his expression. The slight tightening of his jaw, the faint sadness in his gaze, and the softness that made the entire moment feel heartbreakingly real. Fans immediately began discussing one thing: his eyes. Taehyung has always been known for his expressive eyes, but in this teaser, they seem to tell an entire story. Some described it as loneliness. Others saw nostalgia. Some even said it felt like he was waiting for someone who never came. That mystery alone was enough to send anticipation soaring. Why this role feels perfect for him? Among all possible genres Taehyung could have returned with, many fans believe this role fits him perfectly. The emotional and atmospheric style of That Night Are Decaf aligns closely with the artistic image Taehyung has built over the years. He has often been associated with vintage aesthetics, melancholic storytelling, artistic photography, emotional subtlety. Everything about this project feels like an extension of his own personality. His music choices, his solo concepts, even the way he presents himself publicly often carry a quiet cinematic quality. That is why this acting comeback feels so natural. It does not seem forced. It feels like something he was always meant to do. Industry experts begin to talk. As the teaser continued to gain attention, entertainment analysts and Korean media outlets began sharing their thoughts. Many believe this comeback could be the beginning of something much bigger. Several insiders reportedly suggested that That Night Are Decaf may serve as a strategic reintroduction of Taehyung into the acting world before a full-scale drama or film project. This makes sense. Rather than jumping directly into a major series, this short film allows him to re-establish himself as an actor, reconnect with the audience, showcase emotional range, rebuild industry momentum. It is a careful but powerful move, and perhaps the smartest way to return. Fans begin theories about the story. Because plot details remain limited, fans have already started creating theories about the story. Some believe it is a romance story centered around a lost love. Others think it may involve a memory-driven narrative where Taehyung's character revisits a place connected to someone important. A popular theory suggests that the decaf coffee itself is symbolic. Unlike regular coffee, decaf is often chosen late at night. It suggests sleeplessness, restlessness, the desire to stay awake with one's thoughts. Fans believe this detail may reflect the emotional state of Taehyung's character, someone unable to move on from the past. This symbolism has only added to the intrigue. A new era begins. For years, fans dreamed of seeing actor Taehyung return. Now that dream is finally real. But this is only the beginning. The release of That Night Are Decaf is no longer just a comeback story. It is becoming the start of a new artistic era for Kim Taehyung. One where music and acting may coexist. One where storytelling expands beyond songs. One where his artistry reaches an entirely new dimension. And the world is watching every second of it. Kim Taehyung is no longer just returning, he's evolving. With That Night Are Decaf, he quietly steps back into acting, not to prove anything, but to show how much he has grown. And if this is only the beginning, then one thing is certain: the world hasn't seen the full story of actor Taehyung yet.